Give the gift of a delicious burger from Bulldog Burger, a soup and sandwich from Sweet Pepper's Deli, appetizers and cocktails from The Grill, or even a wood-fired steak from Harvey's. Choice is the perfect gift. An all-in-one gift card from Eat With Us.
Enjoy your home for the holidays with store-wide savings at Room to Room. 50% off, 48-month special financing, and as our gift to you, a free accessory buyer's card. There's something here for everyone, including gift cards. Merry Christmas from Room to Room Tupelo.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather at 5.
Well, good evening and welcome to Mississippi Live Weather at 5. We have an action-packed broadcast, whether we're talking about those high school football state championships, but also some parades going on with that Christmas season quickly approaching. We got everything covered here as we get ready for the broadcast. So let's just jump right into it. We have a warmer weekend ahead, thank goodness. We have been seeing these cool, pretty much seasonable temperatures, especially as we're getting into December, but temperatures knocking up just a little bit for our weekend, but also those rain chances. We've been dry. Going to see a slight increase by the end of the weekend for your Sunday. We're staying dry pretty much all throughout your Saturday, but we'll be tracking maybe a sporadic sprinkle or shower or two for your Sunday, but otherwise we have a beautiful weekend ahead. But what's most important right now are those Christmas parades going on across North Mississippi, and our meteorologist Gabe Maynor is live as we speak, enjoying these frigid temperatures.
Yeah, Caleb, it's a cold one for sure. So you're talking about warming up heading into the weekend. I think all of North Mississippi is ready for exactly that. But what we're ready for here in Tupelo is the Tupelo Christmas Parade. As you can see behind me, folks are already starting to line up. We were getting some lights being sold up, down Main Street. But as you can see, roadways are already blocked off. So we are an hour away from that parade starting here in Tupelo. And a big thank you to the folks at MLM for sponsoring us on this parade journey. But yeah, Main Street closed down. Don't try to come out here, already getting blocked off. But the floats, the people walking, the cars, everything getting ready on the other side of Main Street, trying to get a good, hey, how are you guys doing? Trying to get a good shot of that later on in the 5 o'clock broadcast, but we are continuing to track just cold temperatures across the region. Let's go ahead and get into that forecast. Right now here in the Tupelo area, 39 degrees, feels like 39, dew point still around 36, so it is a very dry forecast. If you can handle those cold temperatures, definitely worthwhile coming out here in Tupelo. And I will say, come out here now, because spots are filling up. Temperatures across the region, upper 30s here on the northern half of the state, 37 New Albany, 36 Holly Springs, and 39 down there towards Clarksdale. As we jump further south, 40 in Houston, 41 in Starkville for those playoff games and our state championships. Caleb, I know you'll be tracking that here in a bit, and 42 around Macon. Now, when we track those wind chills, right around that same margin, so it's not a breezy night. Now, granted, you'll feel a wind gust here and there, but it's going to be a mostly calm forecast, and that keeps those temperatures as good as cold can be for sure. So as we take a look here in Main Street, folks are continuing to gather, and we are excited for a great forecast and a great parade. Going to try to work my way down there and get you guys a shot of those floats, but there's going to be some good ones and a whole lot of action here on Main Street in Tupelo. Caleb, I know you're tracking a cold forecast, but I know that we have a lot going on heading into this weekend, and you'll have that forecast. But for now, live in Tupelo, meteorologist Gabe Maynor for Mississippi Live Weather.
Well, big thanks to Gabe for giving us the latest look and live look out there, because he is enjoying those conditions with y'all as we speak. But let's come back to kind of track what's ongoing, especially looking at the first 12. We're going to see cloudy conditions for the remainder of our evening hours, starting off with temperatures around 41 degrees by 6 o'clock, especially cooling on off, seeing mid-30s by midnight, cooling off, seeing low 30s as well. Definitely going to reach some freezing points across our viewing area, but a cloudy and cold night ahead of us as we get ready for the weekend here in North Mississippi. But for our Mississippi Live Weather Radar, it is very boring, and that is an excellent thing, because we have so many plans outdoors with Christmas parades, some high school football state championships. This is an excellent sight to see as we get ready for our Friday night and get ready for those games Saturday as well. So let's kind of track out what's going to continue on into our evening and overnight hours. Still, not really much of anything. There's a high pressure system south of us in Louisiana crossing the Mississippi River as we continue into the overnight hours, but all those rain chances definitely south of our viewing area. We are still going to see dry conditions, but also cloudy conditions as we continue into the evening ahead. And Futurecast doing an excellent job with that right here, showing both that high pressure system, those rain chances to our south, and cloud cover just everywhere as we continue into the overnight hours. We're going to see that blanket pretty much stay persistent going into 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, past midnight and on. And there are those rain chances. We're going to stay mostly dry as we continue into the overnight hours. But notice, I paused this at 3 o'clock. It's not going to interfere with any plans. Most of us should be asleep at this time, so we're still expecting dry conditions by the time we wake up, but maybe a lucky few could see some sprinkles, drizzles. That's if it makes it to the surface. Don't want to rule out a sporadic shower or sprinkle or two, but by the time we're waking up in the morning when people are actually going to maybe see rainfall, it's gone. We are seeing drier conditions. This is at 9 o'clock for your Saturday morning, but still going to see those cloudy conditions as well by the time you wake up. But the next 24, showing those cloudy conditions on the front half of your day. Definitely cloudy, starting off with temperatures around 33 degrees by 6 o'clock. We're going to continue warming up slightly, finally starting to see temperatures in the 50s again, seeing low 50s by 3 o'clock. And we're going to see somewhat of a clearing take place, but still pretty much partly cloudy conditions throughout your Saturday. Still seeing those mostly clear, transitioning back to partly cloudy. Again, cloud cover can't really make up its mind as you continue into your Saturday evening, then seeing temperatures dip back into the upper 30s by 9 o'clock tomorrow as well. But it's going to be a beautiful weekend here in North Mississippi, and we have a beautiful Saturday coming up as well. And we're going to be talking about those high school football state championships ongoing right now. Forecast for tomorrow. Also, St. Jude Marathon going on tomorrow in Memphis. We have an action-packed pretty much schedule all across North Mississippi. We'll be covering all of that up here, coming up next.
When you've been injured, don't settle for a lawyer who doesn't even know where you live. Call Langston and Lott. Local lawyers, personal service, real results.
This roof's getting installed with our premium roofing system. Backed by our 50-year warranty. And there's a 0% financing, no payment for 6 months options that this customer utilized. If you're looking for a new roof and you need an affordable option, call Absolute Restoration.
By the time you see the symptoms of lung cancer, it could be too late. Now there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early. If you smoked, get scanned.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Caleb Edelblut.
Well, welcome back to Mississippi Live Weather at 5. Of course, with one of our cams, we had to start with the Tupelo camera with our Christmas parade going on outside. Temperatures right now, 39 degrees, feels like 39. Of course, big shout out to Mitchell Cunningham Bowling for sponsoring this camera. But we're talking about these cool temperatures. Don't worry, we sent out meteorologist Gabe Mader to enjoy these conditions with y'all. Let's check in on the latest.
Now, Caleb, enjoy is a stretch. It is a cold forecast for sure, but we are definitely enjoying it because the Tupelo Christmas Parade is just moments away from taking off. You can see some of the floats and the classic cars lining up. Great shot there with some of those wreaths and garland. I mean, this is just a beautiful sight. And even some of those floats way back there. You can see those flashing lights. So folks are ready, getting prepared here for the 6 o'clock kickoff of the 2025 Tupelo Christmas Parade. This the 77th edition. And a big thank you to the folks at MLM for allowing us to go on this parade journey. You can see the cars behind me, even one of my favorites right here, an entire cement truck wrapped in lights. You might be able to see it right there. See it a little bit better during the parade when it's lit up. And the floats continue to get ready out here in Main Street. I'm going to try and work my way quickly over there. But cold temperatures for sure. Everyone is layered up, trying to stay as warm as possible. I mean, it's a cold forecast, don't get me wrong. Luckily, that wind not bringing any of those wind chill conditions in the forecast. And we're also not getting any of that rainfall that we had yesterday. See, even more floats behind me. So there's going to be a multitude of floats, multitude of some classic cars, and a lot of bands and things like that. Your typical parade fashion, but repping for Tupelo. All right, where you see behind me, this is basically the intersection where it's all going to go down. You have folks that are walking the parade lining up back there. You have, of course, the classic cars behind me, and you do have even more classic cars on the other side of Main Street, all the way down there on the close to the east side of town, right? Close to the Mississippi Live Weather Studio. But folks are lining up. You can already see some of the chairs behind me right here. I'm going to try and maneuver the camera over there. Yeah, chairs are already set up. Folks claiming their spot, and if you have not done so already, you might want to come out here and do exactly that because this is going to be busy. Main Street is going to be the place to be tonight at 6. We're going to keep our coverage going, but tracking a cold forecast. If you're coming out here in the next hour, make sure to do so quickly, but make sure to do so warmly because those cold temperatures, no joke, keeping folks bundle up. And we expect you guys to do the same. So again, a big thank you to MLM for being our partners with us on this parade journey. And we will keep you guys updated heading into the 6 o'clock hour. But Caleb, a cold forecast. I know you have more there in the studio.
Well, a cold forecast is exactly right, Gabe. Maybe enjoy wasn't the right word, but you nailed it with cold. The good thing is the degrees dropping only 1 degree every hour. We're starting off with temperatures around 39 degrees, still seeing cloudy skies by 7 o'clock. But if you're going to continue to enjoy that parade outdoors or any outdoor activities tonight, we're going to continue cooling off. 38 by 8 o'clock, 37 by 9 o'clock as well. But the good news is not really tracking much wind. So like meteorologist Gabe Maynard said, not going to be tracking too much of a wind chill tonight. So won't be as bad as what it could be. But speaking of all those outdoor plans, we have our state championships going on tonight right now. Kosciuszko kicked off with temperatures around 43 degrees by 5 o'clock. And I think last time we checked, it was a scoreless game, but Kosciuszko was still moving it down the field. So I'll have to see how they are doing by the end. But also we'll have Warren Central kicking off with temperatures around 40 degrees later on tonight, and then the celebration. Hopefully we got our teams winning it all. 38 degrees by then. Going to be a cool night all around as we continue into the overnight hours. But even those state championships tomorrow night, we got Noxubee County kicking off with temperatures around 48 degrees, seeing those partly cloudy skies. Somewhat of a clearing taking place later. Temperatures around 51 for East Webster. And then Tupelo starting off with 41. Going to be on the cusp of those upper 30s. Going to be another chilly night ahead of y'all for those state championships. But let's come back to the present, kind of tracking out the rest of your evening. Look at our day planner, now the evening planner. We're starting off with temperatures around 39 degrees, seeing those cloudy conditions stay consistent as we continue dropping off, seeing mid-30s later on tonight by the 1 o'clock time frame. But Futurecast showing those cloudy conditions all across our viewing area, still just blanketing us as we continue into the overnight hours, but we're also staying dry. That is a good thing with this forecast. We can enjoy these activities even by 10 o'clock in that 10 o'clock broadcast time. Still going to be talking about those cloudy but dry conditions as we head into the overnight hours. And there we go. There are those slight rain chances. And notice, I didn't really pause because there's not much to track out. That's if it makes it to the surface. Still kind of a little bit overproducing. Going to be a drizzle or sprinkle or two. But that'll be when we're sleeping. By the time we're waking up at 6 o'clock tomorrow, if you choose to do so for your Saturday morning, still going to see pretty much dry conditions all across North Mississippi. But it will be a chilly morning tomorrow morning, pretty much low 30s all across North Mississippi, 31 in Tupelo, New Albany, Oxford, 30 in Water Valley, 31 South Haven, Tunica, 34 out there in Cleveland. I think 36 is the winner in Greenville and Belzona as well. Going to be a chilly, chilly start to our Saturday morning, but thankfully warming on up as we go about our day. So let's track that out here with Futurecast. Still seeing that constant cloud cover all across North Mississippi in those early morning hours, seeing dry conditions all day long, especially by lunchtime, still seeing those cloudy conditions. We're going to hope to see somewhat of a clearing take place later on in your afternoon. This model not really going to pick up on it as much, so still going to be a partly cloudy day, still trying to pick up on somewhat of a clearing. You're going to see how much that changes with the next model, but going to be a beautiful day ahead and still slightly warmer than what we've been experiencing these past few days here in North Mississippi. But those high temperatures, a little bit warmer. Like I just mentioned, you can see mid 40s popping up back here, and 54 in Houston, 54 Bruce, 53 Water Valley, of course 50 in Holly Springs, South Haven, Tunica as well. So going to be a lovely day tomorrow. Those feels like values pretty much matching up. You can see where it'll be a little bit windier, especially for those in South Haven. Showed I think 50 was your high, feeling like 45. So still going to be a little bit chilly, but we're in December. It's that time of the season, especially as we get closer towards Christmas. But like I mentioned earlier, we have our St. Jude Memphis Marathon, so definitely want to be ready to not only run that course, but run in the right conditions. You're starting off with temperatures around 33 degrees by 7 o'clock, seeing those cloudy conditions. And as you continue throughout the race and throughout your day, seeing temperatures slowly warm on up, low 40s by 12 o'clock, upper 40s by 3 o'clock as well, starting to see somewhat of a clearing take place later on that afternoon. And here's that clearing. A complete difference between those two models. This is our strike model, showing not as many clouds as you continue into the evening for tomorrow, but that wind still kind of blowing all across North Mississippi. But that cloud cover will return, don't fret, as we continue into the overnight hours. By midnight Sunday, starting to see those partly cloudy, still mostly clear conditions return until those overnight hours. And then we see that cold front move on through North Mississippi. That's going to bring some cooler temperatures into the last part of our weekend and into the upcoming work week as well. But with that, we could see some rain chances as well. This is what I was talking about at the start of the broadcast, saying those rain changes will slightly increase by the end of our weekend. But notice this is Sunday morning, still seeing mostly dry conditions all across North Mississippi. This is just north of the Golden Triangle region, seeing the heaviest chances of rainfall or more confident chances. That cold front not going to be a strong system moving on through, not really bringing much rainfall, just cooler temperatures behind it, especially as we continue throughout Sunday, still enjoying those drier conditions and clearer conditions as well. So going to be a little bit sunnier for your Sunday as well. But that northerly wind going to make us feel a little bit cooler as well, blowing in some cloud cover by the overnight hours for your Monday as well. Going to be a beautiful weekend here in North Mississippi, and we are ready to enjoy them and spend them together here at Mississippi Live Weather. But those high temperatures going to be pretty much mid-50s, upper 50s across North Mississippi, 61 out there in Houston. It's just so nice to talk about 60s again. I am very excited. I do not like the cold. 55 in Oxford, Holly Springs, Senatobia, South Haven. There's a whole bunch. 56 out there in Tunica, 57 in Greenville, 59 in Belzona and Greenwood as well. A beautiful Sunday on the horizon, especially once those sporadic, isolated rain chances move on out. It will be an amazing day here in North Mississippi. And those feels like values, I mean, matching perfectly. We're going to finally feel like we are back towards those mid-50s, upper 50s across North Mississippi. So make sure you have any outdoor plans scheduled for Sunday. It will be beautiful. So let's track that 7-day forecast showing those dry conditions for your Saturday, maybe a sprinkle or drizzle or two in the overnight hours for the most southern portion of our viewing area. There's that 20% chance as that cold front moves through for your Sunday, offering isolated chances. Most of us will stay dry. Only a lucky few will see those isolated showers at the start of your Sunday before enjoying dry and almost partly cloudy, mostly clear conditions on the back end. Then Monday through pretty much the rest of the work week, we are staying dry, and then those temperatures kind of changing just a little bit as we continue. High of 47 for your Monday, high of 53 for your Tuesday as well. But we're going to continue to keep you updated, give you the very latest on those as we get ready for the work week. But we're just getting started with the weekend, so let's enjoy it while we have it here at North Mississippi. But here's the QR code for both the iOS and Android app. We appreciate all the support, but we want to make sure y'all have that app downloaded for any alerts and notifications y'all need, especially as we are getting further into December. Those freezing conditions, black ice. I know our morning meteorologist Maggie McCauley was talking about that earlier today, making sure you are informed as you get ready to walk out of your door, no matter what time of day it is. But of course, we'll be live later on tonight at 6 and 10 to give you the very latest on these conditions, but also that Tupelo Parade will be kicking off at 6 o'clock as well. We'll have Gabe Maynor out there giving you the very latest as he will be enjoying those conditions with y'all. And I say enjoying, you got on to me for that earlier. I would say getting through it, but enjoying staying warm with each other, at least to the best of y'all's ability. And then we'll be live later on tonight at 10 and see the results of those state championships going on down in Starkville and Davis Wade Stadium. So it will be an action-packed night tonight. I hope everybody can enjoy the rest of y'all's Friday. Y'all have finally made it to another weekend. I'm excited to spend it here with y'all at Mississippi Live Weather. But until then, I'll see y'all back here in the Room to Room Weather Center tonight at 6.
Hate is loud, but love is the majority.
The bravest thing that my dad has done has been going back to school.
It wasn't when he first enlisted, it was when he found his first support group.
The bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.